Hello, and welcome to the Harmonagon project. Now that we've learned to construct triads out of intervals, we can move on to tetrachords, which are four-note chords. There are four basic types or qualities of tetrachords: major seventh, minor seventh, dominant seventh, and minor seventh flat 5. As with intervals and triads, the most important note in a tetrachord is the root. Let's begin by constructing a major seventh chord, which is just a major triad with an added major seventh interval. Here we have C for the root, E natural for the major third, and G natural for the perfect fifth. And because we're starting with a major triad, the major seventh will also be major. Now I'll add the major seventh, which is C and B natural. Now we have the C major triad on the bottom with the C major seventh interval on the top. When the two are merged, the result is a C major seventh chord. The description includes the interval construction for a major seventh chord, which is root, third, fifth, and seventh. Tetrachords are most often named for the underlying triad and the added interval, thus the C major seventh chord. Now let's make a minor seventh chord, which is just a minor triad with an added minor seventh interval. Again, we have C as the root, E flat for the minor third, and G natural for the perfect fifth. And because we're starting with a minor triad, the seventh is also minor. So I'll add a minor seventh interval, which is C and B flat. Now we have the C minor triad on the bottom and the C minor seventh interval on the top. When the two are merged, the result is a C minor seventh chord. The interval construction for a minor seventh chord is root, flat third, fifth, flat seventh. The only difference between major and minor seventh chords is the third and the seventh, which are flatted for minor. Now we'll make a dominant seventh chord, which is a major triad with a minor seventh interval. Here again we're starting with the root C, the major third E natural, and the perfect fifth G natural. This time, however, although we're starting with a major triad, we'll add a minor seventh, which is again C and B flat. Now we have the major triad on the bottom with the minor seventh interval on top. When the two are merged, they form the C dominant seventh chord. The interval construction for a dominant seventh chord is root, third, fifth, flat seventh. The major third E and the minor seventh B flat combine to form a tritone within the chord. To make this easier to visualize, I'll quickly remake the C dominant seventh chord on the Harmonagon. And then I'll add the E and B flat tritone on top. Notice how the blue line connecting the notes E and B flat evenly bisects the circle. As we learned in our study of intervals, whenever a line connecting two notes evenly bisects the circle, that interval is a tritone. Dominant seventh chords have special properties involving the tritone, and this will be explained further in future videos. Now let's make a minor seventh flat 5 chord, beginning with a diminished triad. Here we have the root C, the minor third E flat, and the diminished fifth G flat. To this I'll add the minor seventh, which is again C and B flat. Now we have the C diminished triad on the bottom, with the C minor seventh interval on top. When the two are merged, the result is a C minor seventh flat 5 chord. The interval construction for a minor seventh flat 5 chord is root, flat third, flat fifth, and flat 7. These and many other tetrachords are available in the Learn menu under Chords and the various categories. I recommend that you practice constructing tetrachords by first making a triad, and then adding an interval, and then merging the two to create a tetrachord. Be sure to practice playing the tetrachords you make with your instrument in hand. Until next time, have a great day.